You stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
What's up, crypto fam? Welcome to the Extra Bullish Hour with your hosts, the Bagman, Berserker, Uncle Buster, and Fuma Boys. Smash those likes and the subscribe button on the way in. Thanks, fam.
Pump it up, pump it, pump it up, pump it up. Gotta pump my bags up, pump it to the moon. Pump my bags up. XRP, pump it to the moon. Pump it up, pump my bags up, pump it up.
Now buckle up and let's get bullish. Extra bullish.
Pump it up, pump it up. Pump it up, gotta pump my bags up. Pump it to the moon. Pump my bags up. XRP,
shout out to the chat.
Pump it to the moon.
You gotta sell your bags.
Pump my bags up. Pump it up, gotta pump my bags up. Pump it up, gotta pump my bags up. Pump it up,
Okay, you touched
to the moon. Pump it up, pump it up. Pump it up, gotta pump my bags up. Pump it to the moon. Pump my bags up. XRP, pump it to the moon. Pump it up, pump my bags
Can't
up.
pump it up anymore.
Pump it up.
Can't pump it up anymore. It's
I only went to the moon party for my slurp bag.
Oh, you got his slurp bags.
Get those slurps up.
You
gotta
got
eat
one?
They're creeping on the bags.
Welcome into another one, extra bullish hour. We do this every Sunday. Bagman, bag ladies, 10:05 a.m. PST, Sunday morning today. We got a special one today. Shout out to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day. Appreciate everybody out there jumping into this one on this Sunday morning. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good. I just want to say the mothers are real women. You can't be a dude and talk about his mother's name. So I'm gonna just keep it funky with you real quick. So all you dudes out there, this is not your day. This is mothers. I mean biological females.
They don't qualify?
Right, man.
Dudes don't qualify.
Dudes don't qualify, man.
Happy Mother's Day, mommy. Happy Mother's Day to my mom. Shout out to my mom. Boom! Right there.
I want to give a shout out to all those single mothers. I know y'all had a rough week and a rough month with that new release. Keep your head up.
Yeah, we're back. We're back almost fully recovered. Some of us are still recovering. Shout out to Louisiana in the chat. Pump up them bags with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, Louisiana, for coming on down, cooking up a cookout for us on Saturday. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That was so good.
Yeah, Louisiana pumped up my cholesterol level. That's what he pumped up.
That was dead.
Nice amount of heat. Nice consistent amount of heat.
Nice kick.
Take the hat off. Sweat starts coming down. Yeah, man. That was good stuff. I could have got my mom some Zerps for Mother's Day. I didn't think about that. I got flowers, man. What a waste of money for flowers.
you got something that's gonna die.
Should have got her one of these with like a hardware wallet or a tangent card in it with some Zerps on it.
Hella funny, man. Yeah, I've been on recovery, man. I feel a little better, dude. I was a little groggy all week, man. But it was a good time.
Yeah, especially last week. We jumped on here on Sunday. We were all dead.
Yeah.
It's that desert climate, man. The desert climate, the energy it takes to be around people. And I mean that on a positive note, man. Like everything's so positive, you just want to go harder and harder, but the body can only take so much.
The body can only
XP market in the building. What's up, XP?
They took it easy on us too, man. It only hit like 90. It was like 93 here in NorCal yesterday. It's starting to heat up. NorCal could burn your ass out too, but not like the desert, man. But they try every once in a while up here.
Yo, I heard
cop clockers. That's my brother. Shout out my brother. He held it down at the gate.
Cop clockers.
Yeah,
What up?
bro. Hey, shout out to Bagman for opening it up and letting us meet his family. That was awesome. We met a lot of people. So
Yeah.
I thought
You
that
and your brother laugh exactly the same too, bro. It's like a dead giveaway. You guys are brothers. You might not notice, but once they laugh, man, you're like,
Yeah,
you're
hell yeah.
brothers.
Shout out Hans Loaded with the gifted membership. Appreciate you, Hans. Always holding it down in the chats for everybody. What do we got on the docket today, guys?
Man, I don't know. We're just chilling, brother. What do you want to talk about?
We got
Let's start out with that Velo.
We're missing the mouthpiece, man. So we got to keep this shit going today, man.
we got
The
Elon
mouthpiece,
coming
like,
out saying U.S. Federal Reserve to monopoly how the Federal Reserve works.
Oh yeah, Elon and Judy have been going hard lately, huh? They've been real sarcastic.
Got Jay Henry in the building. What's up, Jay Henry?
Jay Henry, good to meet you, man. Biggest dude I've ever met.
Yeah, that's
Jay
a big
Henry's
dude.
huge.
We got one from Good Morning Crypto. Brad Garland House issued a black swan warning about Tether. U.S. government is going to go after Tether. He says that's clear to him. We'll check this out.
And FTX and Binance were the two most important, most influential, and probably SBF and CZ were the two most important players in crypto. Now you've got one definitively in jail, one, I guess, potentially headed to jail. And, you know, I bring this up in context of black swans is like, it's hard to know. But on the positive, think about the freaking resilience of this industry and market. That 2 years ago, somebody who I thought I knew a lot about what's going on in crypto, I would have said these are the two most important companies. The CEOs of the two most important companies now either are in jail or I think headed there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in some ways, I mean, the CZ stuff I'm less close to, and so I don't know as many details. But look, the resilience of the market, that should give us immense optimism.
Yes.
About what's coming. Do I think there's gonna be another black swan? Of course, 100%. I just don't know exactly what it is. The only one that's gonna be an interesting one to watch, and I don't even know how he calls a black swan because I feel like black swan by definition can't really be. It's like
predicted.
Oh, didn't see that happening.
Yeah.
The U.S. government is going after Tether. That is clear to me. I view Tether as a very important part of the ecosystem, and I don't know how to predict
The impact that will have.
Man. I've been calling it. Tether's gonna Tether's a ticking time bomb. When Tether goes down, take the whole damn market with it, bro.
It's the
Tether-
last
Hey, so
domino.
hold on real quick there, Nerdy. With Tether, with that being said, what do you think Tether's doing with the money they're receiving for the digital currency? Are they burning it up somewhere? Are they buying something else? Are they not reserving it correctly? What are your thoughts?
I think they're probably selling it to China or getting gold or doing something with it, but it's nothing good. I'll tell you that much.
So if they're selling it and they're getting gold reserves, you don't think that's good?
I don't think Tether is legit, bro. Because the people who they've been auditing by weren't trusted people. So
They were just talking about it in a court session too, talking about why hasn't Tether been audited and the shit that they're putting up isn't even real. And
yeah,
I'm
what do you
just
think,
saying.
Fuma? What do you think, Fuma? Since you want to put me on the spot, put you on the spot too.
Hey, I think I don't mess with Tether. I'll tell you, I'm gonna just say straight up, I mess with no Tether. Nada, zilch, nothing.
well, if Tether goes down, who do you think is going to take over?
Ripple
USDC,
stablecoin.
Circle and Ripple. Circle's in pre-IPO along with Ripple. Ripple announced
And
the
what-
stable coin. Circle already got it on 15 chains.
And what does Ripple stablecoin say? Oh, it's for XRPO and Ethereum. Don't worry, guys. We got you covered.
And they're already transparent, so they're good to go.
They say
Yep.
audits. Come on, audit us every.
They do their
time
own
we want
audits every quarter.
Let's go. We're legit.
Real quick, we got a Bishop Thomas with the $50 super chat. Appreciate you, fam. He says, so what do you guys think about Casper? He's all in.
I'm not. I'm ghost on that one.
I love
Casper. You got
Yeah,
Casper?
I've been working on. I got a nice bag of Casper, and I worked on that a few months ago. But
Kevin Cage is big on Casper.
Yeah, he is.
I'm a Casper fan. I love Casper. Casper's the shit.
Yeah, I have none of it. Zero.
If people don't understand what's the big deal about Casper, Casper is a really big deal because they offer a lot of services, enterprise grade services. But one of the biggest thing is upgradable smart contracts. Right now, you have a problem with smart contracts. Is when a smart contract is deployed, you can't upgrade it or alter it or anything. But with Casper allows enterprise grade institutions to issue smart contracts, but also update the terms and services if or the contract if they need to, depending on the situation.
So what do you think the use case for Casper in about 5 to 10 years is going to be?
Anything enterprise, anything to do with documents, anything to do with contracts,
like document control, stuff like that.
Like, let's just say that you sign like a lease on a home, or you have like some kind of time contract that upgrades every year, upgrades annually, whatever. Then that would probably be through Casper. So think of like insurance, how your insurance upgrades every 6 months. Casper would probably be a good use case for that.
$1.33 all-time highs.
Okay, let's call it Casper or Velo. What you got?
Both.
Does not compute. Does not compute. Both. Zeros and ones.
Don't be stupid. Don't be ridiculous. You can't be a maxi on one chain. There's so many chains, there's so many different things. Like, they're smart.
All right, both pretty much the same price too.
And they're both legit.
Velo has a higher all-time high plus less. I don't know how many coins does Casper have. Velo only has like 17 billion, which you say only 17 billion, but it's not 100 billion. You know what I'm saying? So
about the same.
Casper's tokenization model. It's like kind of similar to. It's kind of similar to Hedera, where they said over time, they're trying to reduce the fees and give people more rewards. So they say over time that would happen, but it's on an inflationary. Inflationary eventually become deflationary type of tokenomics.
Hold on. If I was a soccer mom, I would have just clutched my pearls by seeing that there's infinite max supply. Y'all messing with that?
Yeah. Yes.
The bear says it smells like Ethereum. The bear says it's Ethereum. I don't know.
Casper's legit as heck.
Yeah, but even when you get into the deflationary, right, versus inflationary, to me, whatever is part of the system, there has to be an inflationary coin involved. Because if we just go straight deflationary, people 100 years from now are fucked. They'll never, you know what I'm saying? So there has to be some part of inflationary mixed in with the deflationary.
Is that why Brad?
I mean, if the U.S. dollar was completely deflationary, the people that are born today would never be able to. They would never have a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like,
should they have a chance?
Economics.
GDLT in the building.
What a buying power.
What up?
G in the house.
What up, G?
What's up?
G, you showing a picture of your butt cheeks?
Happy Crypto Mama's Day.
That's right,
man. Go. Where you
put
at?
your finger over the camera?
Nah, I'm driving, man. I have it on my lap. I don't want to be pointing it. I don't want to be worrying about pointing it at my face right now while I'm driving.
He says Casper developing AI for IBM.
Yes.
Drop a link in the chat. Let me see it. Let me see it, Alex.
What's next?
GDLT says XX.
XX network.
Hold on, this don't make no sense. Hold on, GDLT can't show his face, but he can type and drive at the same time.
Priorities, brother. Priorities. XX network is the priority right now. I don't have that yet, man.
Yeah,
I don't
me
either.
I don't
Dude,
know why
hey,
they do that.
all these public blockchains are going to need privacy, so, you know. And Monero
Well,
is
isn't
looking like it's getting kicked out the door right now, so the only, like, real legit privacy token right out there is XX.
What about A0? A0 is pretty legit, pretty private.
Oh, dude, A0 is going to be awesome, bro. I mean, it looks undervalued. It's joined the Digital Euro Association during the bear cycle. Like, A0 is going to kill it.
But you're saying that XX had some Ripple connections, correct?
Well, yeah, XX has got Ripple connections. It's got Sam Altman connections. It's got BIS and Swiss National Bank connections. It's got first creator of eCash connections. I mean, what more could you want? You got privacy focused. I mean,
ladies and gentlemen,
small
that's Mr.
supply.
GDLT.
It's a billion supply at 13 cents. I mean, dude.
This man's on fire. He'll keep going. If you want to know
They
about
got
XX,
they got a bridge with the XRPL. I mean, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go, G.
I do see it's it looks like it's an Ethereum. It's an ERC20, right? Is that what you guys are seeing?
Right now.
No, it's its own layer one.
But so if it's but how do we get that one? The actual XX that's on the XX network XX token.
I get it on MXC and then I send it over to the XX wallet.
Oh.
That's why I didn't get it.
You can access the wallet through the browser. It's called wallet.xx network, and you can stake it too and earn rewards.
It says Ethereum ecosystem.
But dude, I want to talk about the Decentralized Recovery Alliance, man. That's huge. I mean, that's letting us know what the real boats are right there. XRP, HBAR, Algo, Casper, and DAG.
I might have to make a video about XX for everybody because it sounds like a lot of steps. But DREC is massive. You got Casper, Hedera, DAG, which is massive, Ripple, Algorand, Hedera, and all these people.
Dude, and they're all under $1. It's absurd.
Man, for DAG to be for DAG and Casper and Ripple and Hedera to be all under one roof is just, it's absolute insanity. Because what these networks provide you are a full-blown ecosystem of one for logistics, one for healthcare, one for tokenizing literally everything. You got payments in there. You got smart contracts, upgradable smart contracts. You literally have a whole enterprise grade suite right there. I mean,
yeah, dude,
it's huge.
I mean, it's game over, really. It's game over. I mean, you're having Stellar and Quant probably itching to get into that Decentralized Recovery Alliance as well.
Oh my
probably
God,
XDC is looking to get in there too.
Man, if Quant and XCC get in there, that's a powerhouse. That's a powerhouse.
Yeah, I mean, to me, every one of those cryptos becomes a must-have in the portfolio because they're doing something that no other cryptos are doing, and that's providing, decentralized recovery to institutions and banks, and making it easier to maintain your keys and stuff.
I also want to ask the public real quick: are any of these companies partnering with Bitcoin? No. I just wanted to put that out.
They don't want to partner with Bitcoin. They just want to buy it and hold it as a store of value. That's it.
We actually got a clip. They're talking about Bitcoin today.
Bitcoin.
When I look at Bitcoin, I don't like it because it's money built on distrust. Let's check this clip out.
When I look at Bitcoin as a historian, I don't like it because this is a money built on distrust. The central idea of Bitcoin is basically electronic gold, that we don't trust the banks, the governments, so we don't want to give them the ability to create as much money as they like, so we create this Bitcoin. It's a currency of distrust. I do think that the future belongs to electronic money, but what we've seen over the last centuries is that it's actually a good idea to give banks and governments the ability to create more and more money in order to build more trust within society.
This guy's
So
smoking crack.
I'm not sure what money would look like in 20 years or 30 years, but I hope it will be a currency of greater trust and not a currency of distrust.
Yep,
Dude,
and
that
that's
guy's
what
on
XRP
crack.
does, man. XRP creates trust where there isn't any. It builds bridges.
And
Hold
if
on,
you
but
want,
that guy's a quack though. That guy's a straight quack.
He's a
Yeah,
Gary
but
Did you
Bone.
guys listen to him?
Hey, man.
He looked like Gary, bro.
He sounds like a rich duck quack to me when he's speaking there.
No, that
Hey,
guy was smoking crack, dude. That dude was literally like, "Oh, we need to trust the banks more. We need to." No, this is what got us in the situation we're in.
if it, and now think about the DTC notice with the 100% haircut. 100% haircut tells everyone that Bitcoin should not.
12 months scale, I think a solid 9.5.
But I mean, Ripple is like, wants us to trust banks again. I mean, that's the whole purpose of their company, is to like save the banks.
No, the whole purpose of their company is to transfer money around globally. It's not to save the banks.
But you have to work. You have to work with the depositories of value, don't you? You have to work with the banks in order to transfer value globally. You can't just be like, oh, we're going to be a company that does this. Screw you, banks. You either adapt or die. It's like, dude, the banks created Ripple. Like, I mean, do we need to go through the whole circle again of like all this stuff? I mean, we're riding off the coattails of the banks.
Saving the little banks, if anything, and
I mean,
making everything on a level playing field.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're trying to make the whole global banking system robust.
G, now you're changing what you're saying? Is that what I'm hearing? You're pivoting?
Dude, I'm not changing what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, dude, we're riding off the coats of the banks. The banks are evolving, and they're evolving through Ripple. Like, whether you hate or don't hate the banks, this is going to happen. There's going to be a shift in monetary policy. There's going to be a change to global commerce as we freaking know it. And it's going to be the banks who decide on this change.
Remember what Brad
They're
said?
going to be the problem and the solution.
Brad said they'll roll tanks out on the street before that happens.
So the first thing is that guy who was talking is a quack. We don't need to trust the banks more. We need more transparency in the system. The banks have been rolling out. And the Fed have been hold on. Hey. I'll let you talk, jabroni. Hold tight. We need more transparency with the banks. Ripple's job is just cross-border payments. Ripple's job is to move money from bank to bank or whatever institution to whatever institution. It's not here to save them. It's here to do a job, create less friction. I'm done.
And then it'll make the banks better, right? Because they are able to make payments better, right?
No.
And then thus provide a better customer experience, and then thus have customers trust in banks more. Do you see how that all connects?
No. Because we all have cold storage wallets here, so we don't trust the banks at all. There you go.
All right, so we're going to create our own society then.
We're going to participate in a decentralized society. That's what I'm saying.
Right, but who's going to be allowing for the transfer of payments?
I could transfer a payment to bags right now if I wanted to without the bank.
Yeah, but it's because the banks are still allowing that to happen, dude. Like
they don't control the Ripple
who runs
ledger.
the internet? Who can turn off the switch on the internet?
No one can turn off the switch on the internet.
Are you serious? You don't think the government who created the internet in the first place to try to push us towards a cashless society? I mean, that's the whole point, is to be digital. So then we rely on them more.
So you have a local service. Hold on. Let me explain the internet to you. You have a local service provider. That'll be a Spectrum, AT&T, and stuff like that. As long as you have that type of connection, or you have a CDMA or GSM connection, you have access to the internet. So the government can't turn off the internet truly. And if they did turn off the entire internet, there'd be big problems. But as far as transferring money, I could transfer money to anybody on here right now with no problems.
You want to test it out? Here goes my address.
So I understand you
I
got
mean,
your narrative.
I think
who
in the big
created
picture,
these
though,
phones? Who created this phone and this internet that allows us to connect through video stream, and who's allowing for it to continue?
There's a lot of
Well,
bigger.
you tell me. You tell me. What does TCP stand for? What does UDP stand for? What's the difference between TCP and UDP? If you know so much.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying, dude. I'm just saying, like, it isn't as like rosy as it's going to be, dude. These banks are going to evolve to become better. Like,
But what do the banks
Ripple's
have to do with the
also an
internet?
infrastructure company, and who are they helping the infrastructures of? The banks. Like,
Ripple is designated as
hello?
an asset company now. You missed that. If you went to link 2, Ripple is designated as an asset company now. They're no longer a fintech company.
But they're an infrastructure company. Brad Garlinghouse says this countless times. They're an
Go look
infrastructure
at what they're
company.
labeled on
They build
LinkedIn.
infrastructure for the banks.
so
Go
Like,
look what they're labeled out on
so you
guys are
really
LinkedIn.
think
confusing me.
you think banks are going to go away? You think banks are going
No,
to go bye
you
bye?
put that. You
Even
just
though
said that.
Brad Garlinghouse, the guy
No,
of
no,
Ripple,
hold on.
says banks
You need
aren't
to
going
stop
away.
projecting and listen to what I say. I didn't say banks are going to
Okay.
go away at all. Banks will have a
Oh,
different service in the future. So here's your problem, G. You're trying to put words in my mouth.
okay.
That's not what I
I'm
said.
not trying to put words in your mouth.
You may need to write stuff down if I'm talking to you, because you got to
Okay.
catch it. So,
I
long
mean,
story
you
short,
did say
I
we're
didn't
not
say
going to need
banks are going to
banks
go
at
away.
all.
Did anybody hear me say banks are going to go away?
You said we won't need banks.
I don't need banks to transfer money to bags right now. Are you right now?
Yeah, but
That's
how
what
did
I
you get
said.
that money to buy the digital asset? How did you get that money? From your bank, right? From your
No, I didn't
bank.
get the money. I earned it. I earned the money. The money was put into
How
my
did
bank
it? How
account.
did you
I then
earn it?
changed
Did it get
to
direct
Ripple.
deposited to your bank?
I then changed it into Ripple, and now I don't need them anymore to transfer value to bags. I can turn these
Right,
flux
but
miners on at my house.
you needed them initially to get to that point, right? You needed the money in.
But hold on, that's a good point, guys. Are we looking at the future where your company or someone you work for, your deposit can go straight into your Ripple account or your Stellar account? What are your thoughts?
You glitched out, G.
Yeah, G glitched out. I don't know.
But
I think it's gonna save the banks, bro. I personally think it's gonna save the banks, and the banks haven't even entered the game yet. So they give you 10%, and they might
Hello?
get some off the cold storage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you froze up.
Hey, real quick, we got one from Dev Woos. $10 super chat. Appreciate you, fam. He says, mad love from Montreal, Canada. What's your realistic price prediction for XDC?
My bad. I got cut out. My bad.
Yeah, the government cut your internet site with the banks. They got mad at you.
Dude, see, I'm glad you're seeing my perspective now, man. I appreciate it. Now we're on the same level playing field, dude. Love you, Puma.
Love you too, brother. I got to give you a hard time every day. You know that, right?
No,
I just
no,
can't let you
I
come
know,
here and
man.
lie.
I know.
I got to be the opposition on you.
No,
Someone in the room
no,
has to be
it's
the
all
opposition.
valid,
Y'all
man.
can't
Like,
keep
we
agreeing.
need these types of discussions because there's definitely, I mean, it's an interesting, era we're in, man. Because like there's a bunch of distrust in banks currently, and the way things are going, and Bitcoin is a big hedge against the banks. So, it's interesting how it's all coming together. We'll see what ends up happening in the end, for sure.
And I see Fuma's point, but to me, that's a long ways away. Like, I think the whole world has to get caught up on decentralization before they try to eliminate banks. Like, banks are going to come on. Right now, the bank's business model is fees. They make their money with fees. So they're definitely going to have to change. Crypto's going to change that. But we're not going to just jump in from a centralized world to decentralization in one jump, and nobody's going to use a bank again. Like, I think, the system's going to be dropped down, and banks are part of it, and that's just what it is. Whether you hold it all on cold storage or not, they haven't showed you 7-10%. Like, motherfuckers here watching the show, we'll put some ZERPs in the bank at 7%.
I mean,
10%.
dude,
Fairly insured. You see what I'm saying? So the banks haven't even jumped in the game yet. And
Hold on,
dude,
hold on.
exactly.
Let me ask you a question.
It changes. Yeah.
If you put it in the bank at 7 and 10%, I get that. But will FDIC cover it? And how will they give it back if the bank gets screwed up? How will they give you back your ZERPs when there's limited supply?
It's going to be insured. They're going to have to. I mean, that's what we're waiting for. Like, how do they do it now?
They just over 30 years. Yeah, I mean, have to give it to you off the bat. It's like,
yeah.
Hey, Nerdy, print some more up. Nerdy, print it up. Stop. Put the blunt down. Print it up, Nerdy.
But either they're gonna to me the big picture is like this next year they're either gonna do the ramp up to get your coins from you, or when the banks come on, they're gonna have to incentivize you. You're right, and you're gonna end up. The people are gonna end up, custody the banks, and that's how they're gonna get their supply. But I personally think the ramp up's gonna happen, and they're gonna pimp 20 billion coins back from all you fools anyway. So, but I think the banks. I think crypto is going to save the banks, man.
Yeah,
that's where we're at.
From my
I mean, dude, a cashless society only benefits the powers to be, the government, the banks, because it's limiting our options of how we transact value with each other. We're going to have to create our own personal forms of doing physical trades and stuff like that in order to, not have the all-seeing eye watching everything we're freaking doing.
It's going to be the all-seeing AI.
Yeah, exactly.
For real, it's going to get ugly.
You guys got a price prediction for XDC? For DevWoos?
For XDC? $1 quadrillion.
For the next bull, I think XDC will be $3+ in the next bull cycle for sure.
Everybody, you need to listen to GDLT. He's usually right. he's right 95% of the time. Probably 100%.
Yeah.
I don't want to give him all the 5. I don't want to give him
XDC went higher. It only went to 19 cents.
And
it went to 19. It went to 19 cents from like triple zeros, though, right?
Yeah, from triple zeros, it hit $0.015, came back down, and then took off.
Yeah, how many X's is that, dude? That's crazy.
So hold on, did you say $3?
I mean, that's like a modest estimation right there, $3. I mean, dude, XRP was able to go sub a penny to $3 in 2016 to 2017 bull cycle. Like, how come this thing can't do 3 cents to $3?
Hey, chat, y'all need to go get that XDC because it's gonna go to $3.
Dude, and you got them with that SBI connection and like more R3 stuff like underway. And dude, R3 just created a partnership with QNT, so there's probably like some Quant XDC XRP partnership we don't even know about going on. Like,
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it at all.
Let me look at this XDC.
Dude, after seeing that DeckRec alliance, anything's possible. After seeing freaking the AI merger for ASI token with Ocean Protocol, Fetch AI, and AGIX, anything's freaking possible, dude.
Yeah, think about it, G. Even Quant and Constellation, they have a little partnership thing going on too. So if you already have Constellation and DAG, and then you have DAG, then you have Quant working with SBI through XDC through Corda, then you have that connection through XRP, and then you have another connection through Hyperledger with IBM. It's like,
yeah,
everything is there. Like all the connections are there. You just have to just pay attention.
They're telling you it's multi-ledger. Like obviously XRP is the most suppressed and the most hated one. Like there's a lot of like negative sentiment towards that specific crypto, which leads us to believe it'll have the biggest payoff. But dude, these other ones that are being suppressed along with it. XLM was suppressed last bull cycle. Quant had a hell of a bull cycle, so never mind but like recently it's been suppressed from the recent bullishness we saw in the past few months. All the ISO cryptos really didn't do anything except for like SHX, right? Like all the other ISO cryptos, Casper, XDC, Quant, HBAR, Algo, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
quick,
Baggy, play that video I sent you, bro. Real quick.
Real quick. Yo,
Answer everyone's question.
shout out to everybody here, by the way. Much love to y'all. It's good hanging with you again. I haven't been on one of these in a bit, so good seeing you.
You been working, G?
Yeah, dude. My schedule. I'm freelance, right? I do photojournalism, first assistant camera work, and like portrait photography, and it's like it just goes all over the place, man. It's hard to have any semblance of consistency. So
yeah,
I try to do the crypto thing as much as I can though, because it's fun with y'all.
Oh yeah.
Also, Nerdy, someone was asking about your Twitter. You want to drop your new one in the chat?
Yeah, I'll drop it. I got you guys.
The guys are watching you, Nerdy. They're watching you.
Follow me. Follow me. All
right. Nerdy, you may want to set up like 3 Twitter accounts and stagger your information across them. Decentralize your Twitter account.
Is this
right,
right
guys,
here?
Yeah, this is the future, guys. If you guys are always wondering, here you go. Here's the answer.
There are several challenges facing the UK's banking sector today. A sluggish economy and low interest rates are making it harder to make a profit. New technology is raising consumer expectations and reducing barriers to entry. As a result, the banking industry regulators are responding with new initiatives. One of these is open banking. One new initiative that is driving open banking is a new payments regulation from the European Union called PSD2. This requires banks to give non-bank rivals access to customer payment accounts. Here in the UK, the Competition and Markets Authority, the CMA, is going even further. It has tasked leading British banks with agreeing common standards for providing access to customer transaction data. This will let customers compare account options like for like, so they can shop around for better banking deals. This removes a core competitive advantage of the banks whilst offering others new opportunities. There is no doubt that open banking gives customers greater transparency and choice when it comes to managing their finances. The additional data available could allow companies to develop new, more tailored products, apps and services. For example, banks or non-traditional players such as fintechs, price comparison websites and technology firms may choose to provide customers with a single portal or app that helps them manage all their accounts with multiple banks in one place. Or a platform that lets customers shop around for financial products from a variety of players, including incumbent banks, challenger banks or fintechs. Deloitte believes, therefore, that in the longer term, open banking could usher in an era of marketplace banking. Traditional banks could therefore lose ownership of the customer relationship to providers of these new banking applications. But there is also an opportunity for incumbent banks. They could use their current advantages of brand and customer base to provide these aggregator services themselves.
Yeah, right there. You can cancel it now.
It is clear the banking...
And that's it right
Do
there.
we care about English?
London's ready, bro.
English banking system?
Banking's become API providers. So your banking will become basically a software company that provides you the trust and any kind of audits or any kind of like that you need for your finance app. And then other apps create, financial apps that use the bank's API for their own app. So there won't be just like banking today won't be like it was tomorrow or what like it is going to be tomorrow. It's going to be more of like it's going to be very open to the fact of you can be using, your own, like, let's say, for example, X comes up with a payment app. You can be using, X Pay, whatever, could be your bank now. And you can be doing all your financial and taxes and everything through that app. It's no longer like you have to be using a Wells Fargo app to be using a banking app. And that's the way that the world is going towards.
And one thing I wanted to add on is just like these they mentioned fintechs becoming banks as well. Like it's not challenger banks, normal banks. You're also talking big tech is becoming banks, right? X payments, X is going to probably be its own banking thing. Amazon's going to probably be its own bank. You're going to see all these other big techs start to evolve and become banking and payment service providers, which will, require interoperability more than ever.
I think I'm just going to become a bank. Maybe a small
you could be
moment.
your own bank. Exactly.
Yeah. I know a guy
That's
who
what
made a
it's all
song
about.
about
That's
that.
why we need to get as many of these as we can, because people are going to be wanting drops.
Wanting those drops.
Couple people are talking about the Uphold news. Did you guys see that one?
I didn't, man.
We got Uphold cards coming back to the U.S. We also got earn yield on
go.
XRP in a couple. I think he said next quarter or something like that. We'll watch it. It's 3 minutes.
Ooh, DeFi, let's go.
Last year,
If you guys know,
sure. Well, you'll have seen last year we had an announcement that we're now a node in the Ripple ODL network. So Ripple use us to handle payouts for multinational companies moving treasury from one part of the world to another. We cover Europe, the UK, and the US. And it's been a very exciting business for us. It's exciting to see the utility use case of a major crypto in action. We can see the flows being used. We can see major fintechs and financial institutions using it day to day. And, you know, it's for us, it's, you know, a fantastic piece of business. And, you know, we're big believers in blockchain technology. We're not really so interested in crypto as a speculative vehicle. And here's an example of how blockchain is being used to serve a major problem in traditional financial infrastructure. So, yeah, we're very excited to be part of it. Yeah, well, we're hugely excited about the stable coin. I think it's good news for the XRP project. It's good news for XRP holders. Our view is that it's likely to increase transactionality on the network. It will encourage more people to build on the XRP ledger. We saw, I mean, an example would be, we saw in Cardano last year, they introduced a stable coin on their ledger midway through the year. And it tripled development activity on Cardano within 6 months. And I heard that from one of the founders. So I think it's going to be a tremendous step forward, actually. And also, I'd imagine, you know, if you're going in and talking to a major bank to adopt XRP as a way of moving value, it's going to be so much easier to talk about a stable coin. You know, banks don't employ people who understand crypto, but for them to understand a stable coin, it's going to make it a much easier sell, I think, to get adoption.
Certainly.
One of the most important things we want to do is introduce the ability for people to earn a yield on XRP held on Uphold. So you can expect an announcement next quarter. We're very excited about that.
Next time?
Next quarter.
Next quarter.
Next quarter. We're working on it now, and we've got some very exciting news to come. And I've been asked several times this morning about the card. The card is coming back to the US. The debit card, we've now got a plan in place. We're busy building it at the moment, but you can expect the card to be back in the US towards the end of the year. I'm hoping for Q3, latest Q4, but virtual card, physical card, hook it up to any asset, spend it, super low FX rates. And I know a lot of people here were using it and then unfortunately had to withdraw it, but it's coming back.
Let's go.
Hey, I got to put the tinfoil hat on for this one. I think Buster's right. They're going to bring that card back and y'all going to trick your money off on it. I think Buster is right about it. They're going to bring that card back.
You don't really have to now because they got the instant withdrawal. You withdraw right to your bank instantly. You don't even got to use the card.
Ooh.
Also, real quick, shout out Jay Henry with the $5 super chat. He says employers paying employees with QR codes. Check to transfer your cold storage account to hot storage bank account. Food for thought. Appreciate you, Jay Henry.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to end up getting paid.
Get it, G. Let's get it, G.
Gotta join you, Puma. Gotta jump on, man.
Well, we got Uphold cards coming back to the U.S. We got yield coming in next quarter. Stablecoin, Ripple, SEC settlement. Shit, it's all coming to an apex.
It is, man.
And
what you hold?
I mean, the crazy thing is, like, I think Ripple and Uphold knows something's coming. I think they're banking on a new administration for the next year, because that's why you're getting the cards coming back towards the end of the year. And when they say next quarter, they really mean like the quarter after. Like, they always kind of over project, or they get you hyped up for thinking it's sooner, and it's going to probably be like a quarter later or something. But still, this is super bullish for Ripple, and we know the deep ties Uphold and Ripple have had since day one. I mean, Greg Kidd, founder, major investor, having worked with Ripple before, those connections were just already set in place from the beginning. So, I mean, what if this becomes the major digital wallet that helps break out for, becomes that next Coinbase to the public eye and everything? That would be big.
Also, when you're cash poor, you need something to spend, so that Uphold card will be nice.
Dude, imagine Trump just coming out and saying, like, we've been getting amazing donations from this community. It's not the BTC community. It's not the Ethereum community. It's the XRP community, the greatest community out there in the crypto space as far as I'm concerned. Definitely the best. The best.
Ripples.
Ripple, the company, fantastic. We've actually been working with Ripple for a long time. I know Brad Garlinghouse. He's a good friend of mine. David Schwartz, good friend of mine. Love the XRP ledger, and we've been getting these XRP donations through the Uphold wallet. Uphold wallet's the best wallet. Forget Coinbase. This is the best wallet in all of crypto. Like, dude, you can just see it. You can just see it.
That's pretty good.
You do an overlay of Trump on his face real quick. If you do the overlay of Trump on him, he was nailing it every single way.
Hell yeah.
XRP is going to be the currency of our new administration. Oh man,
well,
absurd.
If you think about what's happening and what's forming, like with the DTC notices, and then now with Tether, again with Ethereum going after Ethereum and all this stuff, you're getting painted the landscape.
Yes.
Of regulation.
XRP is the greatest digital asset ever created. I found that out from my good friend DAI. If you don't know this man is great gentleman. And then I listen on my way to work, on my way to the White House. I go to the real White House, okay? Biden's in the fake White House. We all know this. I go to the real White House, and I'm listening to XRP bags saying, hold and strong, get those drops in. My son's, spinning a little blue fidget spinner. We got the greatest digital asset in the world, and it's here in the U.S. It's called XRP.
Thank you, Mr. Trump. We appreciate you coming on the show today.
That was good, man. Oh, man.
It's just how he is, man. He knows. He freaking knows, dude. Dude, Mnuchin was meeting up with Brad Garlinghouse during last year, in the 2020 year. They're meeting up together and talking about God knows whatever's freaking going down, man. I mean, I got my tinfoil hat on here, so I'm going, way out of bounds. But dude, it's not Danelle Dixon who was meeting with Mnuchin. It wasn't freaking, Vitalik Buterin. It was freaking Brad Garlinghouse meeting up with them. So XRP is
Garlinghouse.
They're doing such a great job of making people think it's smaller than it is. This is a successful, centralized company that wants to use the digital asset XRP for their business. They're not wanting to use Bitcoin. They're not wanting to use Ethereum. They're not wanting to use Litecoin. They want to use the digital asset XRP. They're separate from the XRP ledger. So you're talking about a very successful business that's valued of over $10 billion and freaking going toe-to-toe with the SEC, having the resources to freaking do so. I mean, yeah, we're talking complete great mind games that they're doing of making people underestimate how massive Ripple really is, and that they're a big company using a digital asset. You can't there's no other company that has that same level, that's a centralized entity using a decentralized public blockchain, so far. So, I mean, Stellar you can bring up, but, we're talking major market cap, length of time that it's been around, Yeah, XRP is the one, dude. So bullish.
Sure. Always has
Trump
been.
said that Bitcoin was a scam too. He said he didn't like it.
Yeah.
But even on the video earlier where Garlinghouse was speaking, that's probably the loosest I've seen Garlinghouse, like talking about the black swans, and the fact to me is,
dude, and he's doing it with like
exactly
rolled up
what the black
sleeves, an
swan
open
is,
shirt.
The whole thing is an orchestra. The world's a stage.
Big
I
time.
keep saying the world's a stage.
Yeah, man. And he doesn't seem like he's losing any patience or anything like that. Like, the XRP community is probably on him so much, but and whatever. And this guy's just like, man, they have no clue. Like, we're a professional company. We have to honor our NDAs. right? Like we have to honor whatever the freaking plan is with our partners of how they want to release these things, you know? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to
interoperability is coming, dude. We're not even in the world of that. We're not even in the world of like true interoperability for any platform. Like you can send it from any platform to another one, any type of value, micro drops of value, micro payments. Like, yeah.
Shout out to E4 for holding it down at the moon party last week. Also, we got XRP Lemmy in the building. Shout out to Lemmy for holding it down on the stage at the moon party.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa. Bitcoin was a demo. You ain't get the memo.
Yeah,
exactly.
But we're creeping up at the top of the hour. You guys got any last topics you guys want to get into before we get on out of here?
Yeah, I just want to say shout out to everybody who was at the moon party and came and said hello and everything. I love you guys. I appreciate the support. I didn't even realize that I had that big of an impact on you guys. I appreciate you. You guys keep me motivated, keep me going. So much love.
Hell yeah. Also, Zerk had some Mother Day activities going on today, so he wasn't able to make it today. And also coffee time, so the boys are going to be holding it down on coffee time. We got coffee time coming up right after this. Don't forget to subscribe. Also check out Nerdy on Twitter, YouTube. Make sure to give GDLT a subscribe. Twitter, YouTube, and yeah. You got anything else, Fuma? You still want to do a quick this XLM AMM that you were talking about?
Nah, we'll do it next week. You guys need to jump on there to Stellar X and look at the AMMs. It's sexy.
Yeah,
GDLT
it's great.
brought it up, but we're gonna show y'all next week. GDLT brought it up a while ago. It's sexy. You can make a little bit of cheddar on it. So next time, I'll bring my ledger, plug it in, and show all y'all a little bag. It's nothing huge, but show y'all. Kind of give you a walkthrough of it. But it's sexy. I'm telling you guys, go to stellarx.com and look at those AMMs.
Yes, sir.
And they've been doing it for a bit too. You know, they've been doing it for a good bit. So now Sorbonne rolling out. Good stuff.
End of 2020, I think 2021 or something like that.
Yeah.
So imagine if you drop 2 G's on it in 2021. Let's say 2 G's, you paired like four pairs or whatever up, and you just let it run. You wake up today and look at it like, yeah, you're good to go.
You're gonna make those noises. You're gonna make those noises.
Yeah, that's how I would do it. I'd probably look at like, I'll pay for the next moon party my damn self.
The aqua must flow. The aqua must flow. I like doing the XLM aqua pulls, and the aqua must continue to flow. And it's in triple zeros, great value. Guys, I want to, make sure. I just want to say on the way out here, robots are coming into our economy. Machines are coming into our economy. They're going to be earning these digital assets, and they're much more efficient workers than we are. They have much more endurance than we do. So having whole numbers of these digital assets for as long, for this opportunity is wonderful before they start coming in and having to earn the drops from us. So let's not let the rise of the machines happen. Let's keep them low.
Flippy is coming, people. He's telling you Flippy is coming.
Well, I guess that's all we got for this one, guys. We'll go ahead and close this one out. Get ready for coffee time. Top of the hour with Uncle Buster, Fuma, Nerdy. You going to pop in, G, for coffee time?
Yeah, I'll pop in for a bit.
It's also an open platform if anybody wants to jump in the chats, talk crypto, grab a cup. Let's go. We'll catch you in the next one. We do this every Sunday at the same time, 10:05 PST, the Extra Bullish Hour. Appreciate everybody hopping in. Shout out to the chat. Drop a likey on the way out. Stuff them baggies. The best is still yet to come. We're at the last mile, guys. Don't get shaken out now. Later, glitches.
Later.
Pump it up, pump it up. Pump it up, gotta pump my bags up. Pump it to the moon, pump my bags up. XRP, pump it to the moon. Pump it up, pump my bags up. Pump pump it up. Gotta pump my bags up. Pump it up. Better pump my bags up. Pump it up. XRP to the moon. Pump it up. Pump it up. Pump it up.